This week's episode of the Living Outrageously podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. For a 100% free audiobook of your choice, visit audibletrial.com/LOP.
Dudes, welcome to the Living Outrageously podcast. This is the show where we teach you how to stop living a boring life and start living outrageously. My name's Dave Thompson, that is Matt the Man Kelly, and this is the show where we teach you the psychology of success, but only for those people that want to step up and take that outrageous life that is there for them. Matt freaking Kelly, we are on the charge against the samurai. We are the sloth slayers. Impossible is an opinion. How you doing, man? Yes, is a kill the sloth. Sloth, booyah!
Dave, I am freaking excited. Once again, man, it's big. It's big. Once again, it's big. Now, I know you're struggling, Dave. Just so everyone knows, Dave Thompson has very, very recently arrived back at home. He has spent the last, almost a week in Melbourne, Australia, competing in the National Beach Handball Championships. If you don't know what beach handball is, go and YouTube it, okay? Because it is pretty amazing. Now, Dave, I think we should talk about this briefly.
All right.
Briefly.
Cool.
Because I think this is a pretty big achievement here, and I don't want this to go unnoticed. It is a requirement. This does not go unnoticed. Because this is living outrageously right now. This is absolutely living outrageously, okay? Dave Thompson is sitting in Perth one day, just sitting there. He's like, I want to play a sport. So he gets on the internet, looks up, I don't know how you found beach handball, but you found beach handball, okay? He goes down and just plays with the local guys playing in Perth, just casually. They invite him to play for the Western Australia team at the National Championships. This is over 12 months ago. Okay. Dave plays. Does okay. Comes back to Brisbane, realises that there is not a league of beach handballers sufficient enough for himself in the area, starts his own league. About 9 months later, takes his own 2 teams to Melbourne, competes, beats South Australia, and has 3 of his players, including his brother and himself, now selected to play for Australia in Croatia in June. Are you kidding me? What is this?
When you put it like that, it's fairly outrageous.
It is very outrageous. This is textbook living outrageously. If there was a process that said, follow the following steps to live outrageously, they would be the specific steps. That is literally outrageous. I know Dave is crumbling tonight. It's quite late at night. He's had a huge week of leading a team and doing epic stuff.
I may well have to go off and die at some point.
I'm hearing it in the voice, a little bit sick there. A little bit sick. But hey, he showed up. And I am excited. I am amazingly excited because we've got a big week.
What, Matt Kelly, what's the episode about today? Come on, let's get down to business. All right. It's great. It is nice to talk about yourself and blow your own horn, but come on, man.
Dave, you got to stop being modest. This is freaking huge.
It is huge, man, and I'm pumped about it. But you know what, man? I might be hurting. My body might be saying no, go to sleep, but my love for the LOP is such that I may be about to die, but I still want a podcast.
Good.
Do it, man. What are we talking about today?
Okay. Imagine this scenario. The biggest disaster in your life. The biggest tragedy in your life. Okay? The worst thing that has ever happened to you. Okay? Think about that for a second. Not too hard because I don't want you to get upset. Think about it. Imagine if that was the best thing that had ever happened to you. The most amazing thing.
Oh yeah!
Now, how is that?
That sounds like some killing the sloth right there.
Oh, for sure. Now the thing is, people are immediately going, the worst thing. How can that be good? How can that be good? This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life. But you know what? It all comes down to the meaning. It all comes down to that the perception that you create for yourself. Okay. Now we've got now this is a very simplified process that we're going to talk about today. And it's something that you can go in a lot more depth with, and we're going to give you all the tools to do that. Man, I'm excited. Let's talk about this.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. So, all right, as you said, in your life, there's going to be some tragic events that happen. And as we know, an event happens. What meaning are you going to give to that event? All right? It could be an absolute tragedy, man. Like, it could be a car accident. And, everyone, I don't even really want to say it because I don't want to bring into existence any bad things. But let's just say something absolutely terrible happens. You're going to create a meaning for that event, right? You could create a really, really negative, disempowering meaning for it, but man, that would be the work of the sloth.
It's really easy to do that, Dave. It's really easy to go, damn it, like this happened, my life is over, everything sucks, like the world hates me, I give up.
But man, this is the journey to living outrageously, Like as you go, remember, right, I'm in my Ferrari, you're in the Jeep, and we're going up the mountain, down the pass, round the monkey, under the tree, over the snow pass, and then down a chute. And then you crash at the bottom of the mountain, and your Jeep is fucked. It's screwed. You don't have a car anymore. You're like, damn, my journey's over. Like, that's it. Well, not necessarily, man. You get to choose what your meaning is. You get to choose what meaning attaches to that event. This is so big because it's turning the pain into something ultimately pleasurable.
I love that. I love that. Can I tell you something on that? So you're standing there next to your car. You can sit there and stare at the car. And we've used this exact analogy before and go, why me? Why did this happen? Why did my car break down? Why is there no one here to help me? Dave's just dying quietly over there. Why is there no one here to help me? What went wrong? Why didn't this work? And you can sit there and say it over and over again and not do anything. Or you can go, I have 2 legs. I can walk.
I also have a cell phone.
I have a phone. I've got what? I have a bicycle in the boot.
I can breathe.
Man, it all comes down to the at that critical moment. Go back into the past episode, the story we talked about like the concentration camp and being in that environment where all is lost. You've got like you're sitting there going like, man, what am I going to do? What decision will you make? What meaning will you give that situation? Will you say all hope is lost, it is over, or will you say, wait, I can do something about this. I can do something about this immediately. Immediately. Right now. What can I do? Right now. There's always an alternative. Never tell me, we've said it before, never tell me, ever, you've tried everything, because you have not tried everything.
You have not tried everything. No. And Matt Kelly, like, the pleasure coming from the pain, man, this whole podcast has come from my personal experience of feeling the pain of being in corporate offices where the sloth was rampant.
Yep.
Right? I don't hate corporate. I hate corporate offices that are infected with sloth.
Yep.
And that is an important distinction.
Yeah, Dave will never ever to tell everyone to immediately quit their jobs. That's not the point.
Never. But the sloth must go. The motherfucking sloth must go. There is no room in a living outrageously life for the sloth. And that's what this podcast is all about. And because I've experienced all those corporate offices where the sloth was rampant, because of all that pain, and man, let me tell you, it was pain. Like I would call you and be like, dude, I want to end it all, man. Like, I don't know, I didn't think about suicide, but I think it was the closest I was ever. It's like, man, this is not good. But out of that has come this amazing podcast that's like hit #1 in all these places and getting buttloads of views. We got sponsors, all these awesome viewers, man. And now I'm sick as a dog, but I'm still here going, whoa! There's some sloth to be slayed.
That's it. There's always sloth to be slayed. Always, it's time. Let's do it.
It's so important, man. So important. Like everyone, think Nelson Mandela. All right.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been able to do what he did unless he'd experienced all that pain. He, of being in jail for so many years. He was unjustly put in jail, but the meaning that he took from it was, I am preparing for the moment when they let me out and I can lead my people. He took an empowering meaning. Just the same as I was in a position that I didn't want to be in corporate offices where there was a sloth, but I took an empowering meaning, well, now I can go forward and help to eliminate the sloth from these places. So
you weren't powerless in that situation.
Never powerless.
You could always make a decision. You can always make that turning point. Make a change, do it, and you always can. So why don't you?
All right, Matt Kelly, random interlude. I have a photo of Mount Everest.
That is an appropriate photo.
I just thought I'd show you it because I like it.
No, I do. I also like that very, very much. In fact, while we're showing photos, go on.
Yeah, that's
where you're going to be chilling up there.
Yeah.
Literally chilling.
Yeah, at like my anyway.
Can I show? Well, while you're doing, so you just showed me something. I want to show you something. Okay, in the interest of transparency, a few of our viewers have said you always talk about how the LOP has big goals. Right?
Oh yeah.
You always talk about it, but they always want to know more about us and what our goals are and whatnot. Right? This is an epic. This quick tip. I made something last week.
All right. Yeah.
And it was to keep me focused because whoever's watching this, thank you. We're seeing little ticks in our analytics. We know you're watching, right? Then I was like, what does that actually mean? And after like a month, it was like, cool, we've got viewers. Cool, we've still got viewers. Okay, we've got viewers. Oh, yep, okay, the viewers haven't gone. We've still got viewers. So the excitement started to be like, okay, they're still there. They're still growing, but that's cool, whatever. Then I was like, wait a second, what? That is sloth. I'm not getting excited every day. I want to show you something.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a tour here.
Am I going to lose my mind when I see this?
I think so. So see that?
Yeah.
See up the top, there's a little man up there.
Yeah.
That's 1.
Okay.
See the next line?
Yeah.
That's 10.
Yeah.
That section there is 100.
Okay.
That section there has 500. The bottom section has 1,000 little people.
Right? Yeah, right.
Now, there's a very specific reason that's there. If I look at that and go, that many actual people watched this show, right? Like they actually watched that. Well, there's a crap load of people on that thing. A number doesn't do it for me. Okay, I don't get it. If I can see 1,000, I can see 10,000, be like, cool, it says 10,000. But when you see the actual little people standing in a line watching, man, that is exciting. That makes me. I look at that and I'm like, what are we going to do today? I need to do something. This is amazing. These people are watching. I need to add more value. Throw value at them until I get sick of the epic value.
You can never get sick of epic value. We're going to give away the Russell Brunson DVD, How to Make Money Off a Spud Gun, at the end of this episode for the best iTunes review,
free
man.
Of charge.
You can never get sick of value. And that is... For anyone wanting to live outrageously, that's what it's all about. And that's part of what we're doing right now with turning your biggest tragedy into your greatest triumph. You know, is it the end or is it the beginning for you?
Yeah. That's
what we're doing right here, man. You can choose to just quit, or you can choose to slay the sloth and give even more value, man. Even more value.
Always more value. Always.
So, one little sentence that I want people to think about. Is it your greatest tragedy, or is it a gift poorly wrapped? It just doesn't look like a gift right now. But maybe that's because you've got to peel away the layers.
Oh, I like that.
Depending on how you peel that away, depends what you get on the inside. You know? If you're infected with sloth and you peel away the layers, you're going to get a shit sandwich inside. And you're going to be like, I got a shit sandwich. But if you peel it away, looking for that empowering meaning, looking for the positiveness in it, looking for the having that positive expectancy that, all right, this is a bad situation and there's all these bad things, but I just know, I have faith that something good is going to come of this. Man, you're going to pull out a rock lobster or like something amazing, some amazing gift that you can share with the world, man. And I like gifts. Gifts are good. Like, do you want a gift or do you want a shit sandwich?
I prefer a gift, Dave. I'm pretty sure I would always prefer a gift.
A burning bag of poop or Billy Madison. Is that the movie? Is that the movie?
Yes,
Billy Madison?
It is Billy Madison. Adam Sandler. Shout out. Second shout out on the LOP ever.
Man,
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Oh, I got to meet that dude one day.
I'm sure we will.
That's so awesome. All right, so your greatest tragedy. Now, it could be anything. It could be a big accident. It could be the death of someone. It could be someone's got a disease. It could be you've lost your job, or your business has gone bankrupt, or something terrible. But there is something there for you to take. There is a gift if you look for it, if you want to look for it. And the samurai will always look for it, Matt Kelly.
Always. The samurai,
Always.
as if the samurai is going to be ignoring the gift. Are you kidding me? The samurai loves gifts more than you do. Man, the samurai wants gifts. The samurai is like, give me the gift. I'm going to use the gift to samurai the sloth next time the sloth attacks.
That's it. That is exactly it. The samurai's like, man, I'm just one step closer to slaying the sloth.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's just get down. And this episode is going to be a little bit shorter because I literally... Can you just talk for a second?
Man, okay, I'll talk. So, I've got a bit of sympathy here for Dave because he was a bit like, oh man, like I'm obviously feeling it. He's clearly feeling it. So, and you know what? That's cool because like we all go through those times. He is living outrageously by being here. He's clearly got the A game ready. Dave, let's talk about some real steps. So,
yes,
a real thought process. Because I'll tell you what, I'll be brutal, honest, transparency once again here on the LOP. Earlier tonight, I was feeling pretty stressed out. Pretty stressed out. I've had a lot on my mind lately, okay? A lot. And it comes down to...
Wedding's coming in 3 days, man.
I'm getting married in 3 days. Now, I'm pretty excited about the wedding, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot to think about when you're planning a wedding, and there's a lot to do, and there's a lot, logistically, there's a lot going on, and then I'm still doing all the other stuff that I'm always doing. So I'm a bit stressed out, right? And at the start of this call, I was like, Dave, listen, I know we had a plan. Can we talk about something else? And Dave's like, yeah, sure. What's going on? And in typical Dave Thompson form, no fear in changing the topic, no fear. And what we did was we just went, okay, and talked through the whole process. We actually stepped out a process on the fly, made it up, and it was amazing. And it gave me epic clarity about what I was doing, okay? Because for me tonight, that was the stress. That was the tragedy. And it may not be as extreme as my whole family dying in a fiery car accident, but at that particular point in time, I wasn't feeling good. And you can use this in any situation. So there's a couple of steps that we've highlighted here. Okay? There's a couple of steps. And the first step... Do you mind I jump into this, Dave? Can I
do it, man.
The very first step that you must consider. Think about, if you're not currently feeling it right now, a time where you were scared, angry, upset, stressed. Any one of those the real strong emotions that take over your brain.
Frustrated.
Okay? Frustrated, irritated, annoyed, like any emotion that when you get it, you can't think about anything else. You struggle. You hit that point and it's like, okay, I'm stressed. And that stress just totally encapsulates your entire brain. Man, it's the sloth, okay? It takes over your whole brain. And
dirty dub.
Oh, dirty dub. Everyone loved the dubstep. So it takes over your brain and you feel like there is absolutely nothing you can do. You're sitting there fighting it. You don't want to deal with it, right? You don't want to, but it's there. And you can't stop thinking about it. It's one of those times where it's like, stress. Okay.
So think the event.
Think of the time. Think of the exact time.
Just pinpoint the event.
What happened? What happened at that exact time? What made it happen? What made you feel that way?
Cut the emotion from it. Just what was the event?
Yep.
So the event might be someone in my family died of cancer. Right, that was the event.
Yep.
Don't worry about the emotions for the moment. That was the event.
A serious event. Very serious event. Very serious.
It depends. It depends for you, right?
Yeah.
It depends on each person. It might be something massive. It might be something as small or as, in the whole scheme of things, crashing your car or something like that. Just a little bump. Yeah. How big is that? But whatever it is, whatever the event that you're, really stressing out about, just identify it. That's the first one.
But the other thing on that is, like, I don't want to downgrade the importance here. So
no.
So this is, we're talking about major, like, tragedies, things that have really, really affected you, okay? we completely understand that that is a serious thing. It's hard to get over. Everyone deals with that. Everyone deals with death. Everyone deals with illness. Like, everything, right? It happens to everyone. Everyone dies, right?
We're not going to say to you, you know, oh, your family died. Oh, just forget about it.
It's the sloth. Forget it. That is not what this is about.
That's not going to help you at all, man.
No.
That's not going to help you at all.
No.
But what we are saying, and this is the second step, Matt Kelly, is all right. Well, I honestly can appreciate that this situation for you was absolutely terrible. Like, all these bad things happened, and it's not good. And I really do feel for you in this situation. And I would just like you to maybe just think just for a moment, and I know that this will be really tough for you because it seems like there is no answer, but if and maybe just step out of it as well, like step onto the sideline and just watch what happened. And if you were that bystander and you had to pick something, what would be something positive that came out of that event? Like, even something so small. Like, I know it's really hard because it was a terrible event. But if there was just something, what could you pick? You know? And so from the cancer situation, well, the first obvious answer is going to be nothing. There's nothing good that came of it. It's ruined my life. I had to quit my job because I got depressed, and now I have no money, and I had to sell my house. Now I have no friends because I'm depressed. Nothing came good of that. It's terrible. It's like, well, okay, I fully appreciate that, and I feel terrible for you that this event has happened, but and you know, it has happened. It has happened. And if you were to just step out of the playing field for a second and just watch what's happened, could you pick something, just something even so small, something good that's come of this? And then, because what you're trying to do there is just open the realms of possibility. Open the door, because, you know, when they say, no, nothing happened. When they say that, that's the sloth. Yeah. Right? That's the conscious brain just going, nah. But when you just ask them to find that tiny little bit, and just for that person to consider the possibility that there might be something positive to come out of this terrible tragedy, that's when the samurai starts to get in there and start to do his work.
You just opened the door that little bit, and the samurai can just come in and just, yeah.
You see them looking around. Oh, well, actually, I did join the Cancer Foundation after this event. Oh, fantastic. So now you're helping all these people. You're helping an organization to find a cure for cancer. Well, wouldn't the person that died, wouldn't they be proud of you for that? Like, isn't that fantastic? You know? And I know, Matt Kelly, this is a very sort of somber topic.
It's tough. It's tough. And like we've both had family that's been affected by this. We all know, like, we've got people around us who've been affected by this. So it is a very personal thing, and it's hard to say to someone, stop. Okay, stop being upset. You can't say you like, if the approach isn't stop. The approach is something good has come of this somewhere, somehow. Something, even if it's that big and the problem is ginormous, something that big, something good did happen. You've gone and done something. You know what? If all of your parents, your grandparents have all died of obesity-related illnesses, maybe you're going, wait a second, I'm not healthy. What can I do about it? Wait a second, my kids aren't going to be healthy. What can I do about it? Suddenly you're actually saving lives. Instead of just following the path you're following, you change your approach because of what happened, that horrible, horrible thing. That could result in something awesome.
Maybe, Matt Kelly, what if your greatest tragedy was actually your greatest gift?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be the person that you are today unless all that shit had happened to you in the past. If you hadn't had all these obstacles thrown at you, you would not be the person you are today. So in that sense, a lot of people that have studied the ways of the samurai and who live the way of the samurai and who live outrageously, you know, they'll look back on their past and go, wow, that was terrible. But I would not change it for the world because it made me who I am today.
Yeah.
And it made me stronger against the sloth.
Amazing.
How is that for a way of thinking, man? If you're on the path to living outrageously and you take a big dive somewhere and you start using these sort of techniques, dude, how strong are you going to come back next time? Man, power.
That is epic power.
Power. That's what I'm talking about. And so, all right, so basic steps we've talked about. One, identify the event and what you were feeling and the meaning that you gave to that event. Okay? Number two, it's a gift poorly wrapped. Look for the positive intent and keep looking until you find it. And the question that you can ask yourself is, just step out of the situation. If I was an observer looking on this event, what would be something positive that I could take from this event? That's the question you ask yourself. Go out in nature. We don't even need to say it anymore. Go to nature. That's where the answers are.
Yeah.
Clear the head. And step number three is once you've got the answer, smile.
Smile. My favorite step of any process we've ever done. You get to the end and you smile because everything is good. You've identified what happened. You've been able to take it, sympathize with yourself, understand that it is a bad situation, but what's come of it, something good has come of it, something amazing has happened. Man, you can't help but think and go like, would they be smiling? Would they be smiling? Like, would they be excited? I'm pretty sure in most cases.
95% of the journey is awareness, Matt Kelly.
Yeah, sure is. Wow, that was a very... I'm sorry, that was a tough episode for someone so clearly drained of energy, Dave. How are you feeling?
Yeah. Let's do it, man. Let's finish the business.
All right, let's do it.
And I may be hurting, but I love being here, Matt Kelly. I literally love being here, and I love all the viewers, and this is just the coolest thing. It makes me feel awesome. Every time we get a comment, it's just, dude, I can't... Oh, we just got a few more quick little points before we get down to the shout-outs and stuff, all right?
Let's do it.
All right, so how can you use this in your life? Well, every day when the bad stuff happens to you, because it's going to happen, man. You know, that's the beauty of the game of life. Practice doing this. Like, all right, something bad happens. You don't get the job you're going for, or you run in, you have a car accident.
Yeah.
Or you're late for your plane or something. What's the positive intent that I can take out of this? And the more you practice it, the more it will become... It's like working out in the gym, man. You can go bench press once, how strong are you going to be? You go bench press 3 times a week for months, you're going to be a strong, strong mother. All right, so practice it.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Don't let the sloth take over in this situation. A lot of people... It's a common trap that the sloth loves to lay for you, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
He loves to lay this one. He loves to create all this, he loves to tell you, say in the cancer example, you are now a widow of a cancer victim. He gives you this new identity.
That's who you are.
He gives you this depression that goes along with it. And then you go forth in the world as a depressed widow of a cancer victim. Yeah. And that becomes your source of significance. That is a disempowering source of significance. Be aware of it. The sloth will try and force you down that path.
Yeah, for sure.
You can get, as an LOP viewer, you know better. You know that you can get your significance any way you choose. Do not let the sloth choose for you. Go choose an empowering way. Go join the Cancer Foundation. Go do something about whatever happens. So that's a big warning, a big warning there of what the sloth might throw at you.
I suppose, like we talked about awareness, Dave. Can I just point out, awareness is key here. When you are going through the situation, and you're going through the situation, you're feeling that pain, that stress, that heartache, okay, and you're feeling like sort of sluggish and upset and whatever, that's cool. Grieve, do the grieving you need to do, but definitely identify that at that point where you're grieving for the sake of grieving, and you know there's good to be found, you know there is something good going on, and you're not reaching out and taking it. That's when you need to take action immediately. You have to get that clarity around yourself. Get that feeling. Demand the response. You'll get it. You'll always get it.
Demand the response. I love that, Matt.
Always.
Demand the answer. All right. So if you ask yourself this question about finding the empowering meaning and you can't find it, hit us up on the email, livingoutrageously@gmail.com. We will help you out because I promise you.
Seriously. Yeah.
Seriously, there is a gift in everything. Sometimes it just looks like a shit sandwich. You got to unwrap it a different way.
Yep. I don't care what your scenario is. If you want to identify what the good point is, if you are currently going through something and you want to identify it, seriously email us. We will put thought in. We will get back to you. We will Skype you. We will do whatever you like. We want to help people. So awesome.
Let's do it. Matt Kelly, who wins our best iTunes review of the... What was it? Week
of the ever.
I don't know. Was it ever or recent ones?
No, it was recent. It was recent. It was in the last couple of weeks. It was 2 episodes ago we talked about it.
Yeah. So it's we're going to give away the Tony Robbins interview with Russell Brunson, who is an amazing internet marketer, and he made a buttload of money selling ebooks about how to.
Potato cannon.
How to make a spud gun. That was freaking funny. So, best review, Matt Kelly, goes to
Power Life. First of all, Power Life, you have an awesome name. I don't want to say that's what won it for you, but it was up there because the power was in capitals and we love the power. So, Power Life. Okay.
What did he have to say?
Power Life. He/she on the 28th of January titled their review, "My New Best Friends, 5 stars." Yeah, you two are our best friend.
Looking good.
Yeah. In a world full of uninspiring people, stumbling upon your video podcast is like a breath of fresh air. It's so awesome to see you guys putting awesome energy out there, giving great tips and getting people motivated to positively change their life now. Capital now. The dubstepping, the sloth-slaying antics, and the crazy writing on the wall behind Dave, all very useful and entertaining too. Thank you, Power Life.
Power Life.
To redeem your prize, email us, livingoutrageously@gmail.com. Email us, give us all your details, and Dave, that's awesome.
Mate, that is the bomb diggity.
Epic.
Power Life.
Power Life. That's it.
Matt Kelly, do we have any other iTunes reviews?
Quick one.
Shout out?
Papa Joe, I love this review. This is another good one. Papa Joe, you were very close. You said, 2 guys really outgoing, screaming extremely valuable information through your screen, and it's all completely free. This is just awesome. No, you are awesome, Papa Joe. On the Facebook, Wes just sent us this is a little subtle one. Wes sent us a little message on Facebook saying, "Hope your Monday was great. Just getting mine started. What outrageous things will occur today? Woot." Woot, Wes, woot, we agree. And Michael Cribbins, a new one on the Facebook, I think, Michael just said, "I love you guys, keep it up. Michael, we love you. Thank you, sir."
Oh, Matt Kelly, this is so awesome, man.
No, I'm serious. I don't just want to blow myself up here. Like, honestly, people are getting real value. People are changing their lives. If you're watching this, if you're a passive viewer, if you're sitting back and you're just watching because it appears in your download feed and whatever, it's something to watch, cool, that's fine. But take some of this stuff on board, especially if you're feeling the sloth. If you're feeling the sloth, do it. And especially get on the Facebook. Tell our community about your scenario, because there's so many people there. Like, think about it. Now we've got Wes, Michael, we've got, like, Eric, Mia, all these people, Connor, man, freaking Connor, amazing. All these people who want to help each other. It's so good. If you're feeling it, get on facebook.com/livingoutrageously. Didn't you had a good one too, Dave, from the Facebook?
Oh, mate, this is unreal. So during the week, a viewer by the name of Ronald Danger McClurkin, I hope I've said his name correctly, he's hit me up and he's like, "Oi, Dave, as a result of your podcast, I am now entering this challenge and I am going to win it." And it turns out it's bodybuilding.com's $100,000 Transform Your Body in 12 Weeks competition. And Ron, or Mr. Danger, Danger is my middle name, he's taken on this challenge, man. And he's like, I did it because of the podcast. Oh, man, that is so awesome.
Changing your life. Changing your life.
Ronald, I hope you win, brother. I hope you win. Go full steam.
If we can help, let us know.
Yeah, let us know, man. 100% heart and soul. Like, get stuck in, brother. Get stuck in and, mate, make it rain. Make it rain. If you want it, you can have it. You just got to go after it enough. All right.
I think we're going to do quick tips. There'll be quick ones this week, Dave.
Okay. Can I go first, quickly?
Quickly, go.
Okay, my quick tip is to, if you're feeling, I don't know, just in general, simplify. Simplify your life. Matt Kelly he laughs at me about this all the time because in my mind, everything is so simple. It's like, you want to travel overseas, it's like you purchase a ticket and then attend the airport. And to me, that's it. But, you know, to other people, it's like, oh, I've got to get travel insurance and then I've got to make hotel arrangements and then I've got to get transfers from the airport to the hotel and then what am I going to eat and what am I going to see? And I'm just like, book the ticket, attend the airport. You will be traveling overseas. You know, when I want to make, you know, I think we were out on the boat the other day and I'm like, Matt Kelly, make music now. Make noise now.
Dave literally said, we're sitting there, it's peaceful, quiet, and he goes, Matt, make noise now. And I'm like, what are you talking about, David? David, what are you talking about? And he goes, he like points to his head. He's like, it was almost like he was saying, make ear noise happen. It was that simple. Dave wanted music to happen immediately. I got it. Music happened. Everyone was happy. Simplify.
But it was a bit more complicated than that. Like, we had to rig up some sort of sound system or something, you know, like put in a converter and then get an iPod and connect it and like do some wiring. So it was a complicated process, but in my mind, it was like, make noise now.
I've got an example here. So Dave's got a couple of big speakers sitting at home, right? He's got a couple of big speakers. And we're sitting there one day and he goes, oh, we should listen to those speakers. And I'm like, okay. And he goes, yeah, can you plug something into them? And I'm like, Dave, they're just speakers. Like, you need an amplifier. We need, like, the power source to the amplifier. We then need something to plug in your iPod into the amplifier, into the speakers. But Dave is like, we have speakers. Speakers make noise. Make noise. I'm like, okay, Dave. Okay, we will make noise happen. It's not
to show that I'm dumb or anything.
Of course, no. We're not saying that.
Hopefully, I'm not dumb. But I don't. Man, if people think I'm dumb, I don't really care.
No, good.
It's just to show that if you simplify it, you can focus in. It's like, all right, what do I want?
Yeah.
Make noise. Okay, so automatically my brain is looking for ways to make noise.
Yeah, for sure.
So
you're not sitting there going like, okay, I could go and get a car right now, or what am I gonna do? I need to go and get an iPod. Let's go find some headphones. Well, we could do it this way. You're not doing that. You're going, okay, what is the best, most effective way for me to get the outcome that I want? Done.
All right, Matt Kelly, what's your quick tip?
Dave Thompson, we talked about health. We talk about health all the time.
Yeah.
I'm one-upping your quick tip. Okay, in a past quick tip, you talked about the value of cold green tea.
Yes.
Now,
Indeed.
I have a new hobby.
Oh.
I have invested quite a large sum of money into my new hobby, as I do.
Are you an importer of green tea now?
No, but that might be next. That might be next. So
it wouldn't surprise me.
I found a shop, and it's called... Hang on, can I reach this? Hang on. Sorry. Okay, so I found this shop, and it's in Brisbane. They've got them all around Australia. And global customers, I'll get this close, it's called T2. T2, right?
Right.
Now, right now, this looks like a coffee mug, doesn't it, David?
Indeed it does.
This is not your average coffee mug.
What the hell is it?
So this is a lid. So I remove the lid. Okay. Right now, right at this very moment, for this entire podcast, I have been brewing loose leaf tea. Real loose leaf tea. Real, as in legitimate loose leaf tea. Now, people are sitting there going like, I buy tea bags. That's cool. Yeah, you can buy tea bags. But man, I cannot describe to you
Oh, look at that.
It is legitimate tea, right? This is
Goodness, man.
man, this is natural stuff, right? Very natural. But I want to tell you. So this is where it gets cool. It gets funky. Ready? So this particular tea is called Geisha Getaway. Ready? Sencha green tea blended with slivers of coconut and pineapple, producing a sweet tropical sensation. Bright, bold, sweet, and gorgeously creamy. This is a sand under feet treat.
Oh, no.
I have been brewing this for the past, 40 minutes? Started at a prime 80 degrees. It would be down to around 70 now. By the way, do not heat up your tea at boiling water. Your green tea. Normal tea is fine, not green tea. It should always be brewed at 80 degrees Celsius. Interesting tip. I've got a different one here. This one, no, Dave Thompson. I know this is a long, quick tip. I'm sorry, everyone, but I've got to do it. This one here, you are going to lose your shit when you see this.
I've already lost it there.
It gets better. Can you see?
Tea with coconut and pineapple?
Can you see the pink
Yeah, what is that?
and the blue?
What is that?
This particular tea. Oh man, I cannot wait for you to try this. You're coming over like tomorrow. You have to try this. Ready? This one is called Green Rose. Okay? Vibrant green tea blended with rose petals and tropical fruits for a bold taste sensation.
Ooh.
Great as an afternoon tea and blooming beautiful iced in the summer, right? So you can, with all these teas, you can have them cold as well. So you can brew them, half boiling, half cold water. Bam! Are you kidding me? Bam! That's amazing. Now, the real quick tip. It gets better, man. If you go into T2, the shop, they have got a policy, a free sample policy. Every single time you go in, I think it's once per day, right? You can get, they've got like I think, this is wrong, but hundreds of teas, right? Okay, in little things, so you can pick up and smell them all, like look at them. They do like, man, you can go in there. We've been in there a few times now, so I've got some samples here. Like, they give you like a few spoonfuls of actual tea. Terrific toffee black tea, white rose white tea, white ginger.
Wow.
Lemongrass and ginger. Dave Thompson, I cannot stress. I'm a previous coffee convert to tea. I was drinking the green tea that like Dave recommended, the tea bags. Man, this takes it to another level. And I can brew it. I can brew it in here. Literally in here. I'm brewing my tea currently. You know what? Yes, I'm drinking some right now. I'm too excited. This is ridiculous. I don't know why I've waited this long. Dave Thompson, you completely changed my approach. Because previously I was like, oh yes, coffee, I need coffee, I'm having coffee. Man, I have so many of these in a day. Are you kidding me? Like, I actually feel like telling people if they don't try this, they're clinically insane.
I've got to ask, Matt Kelly, are we able to ship those samples to viewers?
I'm sure.
Maybe.
I'm sure
Let's
there's a
look
way.
into that.
I'm going to look it up. Yeah.
Look into that, because I think it's like
concept.
It's like eating a candy bar in front of all your friends.
Man,
you know, you got to share the love. If you're going to talk it up, you got to share it. So look how good that is.
In fact, and you know what? I'm going to go a step further. I can't handle this anymore. I'm going to show you. It's literally whole leaves. It actually looks a bit dodgy, but it's literally like whole leaves. It's amazing. It is seriously.
Man.
So myself and my fiance, soon-to-be wife, have found this. We've both, big investment. Holy crap! We've bought cups, mugs, like giant kettle pots and thermometers to get the prime temperature. But I'll tell you what, man, it has been so worth it. It is the best.
That is living outrageously.
Man.
That is living outrageously. That right there.
Oh,
you know what? I
kidding?
like green tea. Hell, I'm going to go to a shop that has like 20 billion types of green tea, and then I'm going to brew my own, man.
I'm going to learn everything there is to learn about tea. And I'm not stopping there, man. I want to learn about all sorts of teas. I want to get into like I've been experimenting in Chinese. I want to get into Japanese. I want to go further. I want to grow my own tea. Why aren't we doing this? Dave Thompson, tomorrow... We have a wedding rehearsal tomorrow. I am bringing this to the venue because you need to experience this firsthand.
Yes, I need to get the gift of life from your amazing tea.
Oh, man.
All right.
So good.
Matt Kelly. Great surprise, man. You told me before the episode you'd have a surprise. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to. Can I say?
Yeah.
So, as we mentioned, I am getting married in like 3 days. So we are going to release, for all the viewers who are hanging out for the next episode, we are going to release another episode later this week / early next week, depending on when it comes out. We're going to actually film that on location together in the same room. You haven't seen that since our famous disclaimer video in the boat. Shout out to the disclaimer video. So we're going to film a quick tip episode out there. So that'll be a short one, but hopefully it'll be a good one. We're going to give you some good little insights into ourselves, who we are, what we do, blah, blah, blah. And Dave, we've got an even more special, very, very top secret, only for Facebook fans of the Living Outrageously page at facebook.com/livingoutrageously. What are you going to do, Dave?
I think it's going to be a little sneaky peek wedding special, Matt Kelly.
So while I'm away on my honeymoon...
Man, this is like the paparazzi going into like the wedding of, I don't know, who's a celebrity that got married? Britney. Is she married? No, I don't know. I don't even read celebrity magazines, so I don't know. But this is like paparazzi, man. We're going to get the inside goss. There probably will be dubstep. There will probably be shuffling. Man, this is going to be outrageous.
Something else I did while you've been away.
What? You learned to shuffle?
I got shuffling lessons.
Oh!
Dave, it's been a long time. You've been in Melbourne all this time. Since you left, I've learned 2 different dance techniques, and neither one of them is dubstep. Because as we proved previously, we both already know how to dubstep.
Oh man, this is too much. This is too much. My face is hurting, and I need to eat a steak.
You do. You need the protein.
All right, Matt Kelly.
So we do have a lot coming. Stay tuned. It might be a quiet week next week, so hit us up on the Facebook. Tell us what you think, and we'll keep the conversation going while we can. What else? I'll be
on the Facebook.
Dave,
I'll be on the Facebook
and the email. Listen, we'll make sure. Man, if I have to live outrageously on my honeymoon, I will do that. Let's face it. That is why we're alive. We are alive to live outrageously. So, man, never a dull moment. Is there anything? What else do we have to do?
That's all, Matt Kelly.
Oh, man,
that's all.
That was good. That was solid. Very solid.
Solid. I apologise for not bringing the ridiculous A game, like over the top energy, but I had to be here, man. I had to be.
That was good because it was a very serious episode. We had a lot of serious points, man. I think your feelings right now complemented the episode well. And can I also mention, Audible, just quickly.
Yes.
If you want to get a free audiobook of your choice, go to audibletrial.com/LOP. The link is at the top start of the show. You saw it along the bottom of the screen, audibletrial.com/LOP. They're owned by Amazon. You've got access to, that was a very big yawn, Dave. We all saw that. We saw your tonsils. So that was, owned by Amazon, 100,000 plus titles. If you want a free audiobook that you get to keep forever, even after the 2-week trial, go to audibletrial.com/LOP. You're supporting us, you're supporting the world, and we're all going to live outrageous lives if you do it.
Do it
now.
Matt Kelly, where can people find you?
mattkelly.com.au, twitter.com/Matthew Kelly. Give us a shout out and I will give you a shout out.
Dave Thompson, you can find me at livingoutrageously.com.
Facebook.
Pleased to meet me.
Pleased to meet me, yes.
Facebook.com/livingoutrageously. Hit us up as a friend if you want as well. My Facebook address is facebook.com/Davodome, DAVODOME. Matt Kelly, there's nothing more to say except, well, what are we saying now? If you want a boring life, go sit in a cubicle. But we're not saying that anymore.
We had a better one. What was it? It's been a little while since we podcasted.
I know what it is, man.
Go. Hit me.
You won't let the sloth win, will you?
Peace out, everyone.
That's it.